Hi, my name's Maria Welsh, and I'm the NPI Engineering Manager, and that is new product introduction. So my role is to introduce new product into the factory, ensuring that the process is repeatable, it's accurate, it matches the customer specifications, and it's made commercially viable so that it's made to the quote. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. What influenced you to become an engineer and join the manufacturing industry?
I actually went to university and did a maths degree initially because I was good at maths at school and I hadn't really thought about engineering. It's not really something that was massively pushed at careers or anything that I really knew about. When doing my maths degree, I realised that it was really pure maths, and what I enjoyed more was the practical aspect. So I ended up going to do a mechanical engineering degree instead, which sort of incorporated all the mathematical skills that I liked, but with a much more practical element of actually making something in the end of it. And in terms of the manufacturing, when I finished my degree, I wasn't sure exactly what part of engineering I wanted to be in, but again, I really liked the idea of actually being able to make something, physical products from nothing into something. It's something that I really wanted to do.
Who's your role model and why?
So this one has this question, I found it a bit difficult. I would say that I don't have a specific role model, but I look up to people who are really authentic, sort of true to themselves and do the best that they can, and generally good people.
What is the best thing about your job?
Oh, the best thing about my job, it's got to be seeing a part on completion. I really like it when you get a drawing in and it's just been essentially designed in someone's head and you see the parts I can say coming off the line. It's not so much of a line at our factory, but basically your parts coming out at the end and they're all done, and you know that they're going to go on to really big projects. So the projects that I work on will generally be Cummins engines or Hitachi rails, so you know that the parts that you make are going to go all over the world and be part of trains, be part of diggers. Some of the engines go on ships, and it's nice to sort of imagine the journey that the parts that you create will take.
What skills did you learn at school that you use in your job now?
So at school, I did design and technology. I did maths and I did sciences. So I would say all of those really help in the job I do now. And they help me towards getting my future qualifications as well.
I think you already sort of answered this one, but I'll ask it anyway. What education did you complete to get your job? Uni or apprenticeship, and which specialities?
Yeah, so I went to uni to do a mechanical, and I went to Newcastle University to do a mechanical engineering degree, and it was a broad mechanical engineering degree without a major speciality.
What was the most surprising thing when you first started your role at Dyer Engineering?
I think I was surprised with how little I knew about sort of the real life processes within engineering and within manufacturing in general. From university, I had so much to learn when I first started.
What has been the biggest challenge and how did you overcome it?
I think that was my biggest challenge. So trying to take everything in. So I came in and as an SME, there's a lot of, yes, there's a lot of support and there's a lot of training opportunities within the company, but you have to pitch in straight away, and you have to hold your own. So you come in and you put jobs out and you read the specs and you make sure that everything's right straight away. And coming in from uni and not really knowing the processes, it was a big challenge to try and get out there and learn everything and learn how we do everything and make sure that the processes that you're setting out meet the specifications of the customer.
Manufacturing is an advancing industry and many changes are happening. Where do you see the industry in 10 years in terms of new tech, new roles, new hires needing particular skills?
I think that there's definitely going to be more input from the digital sector. I know we're seeing a lot of use from from technology, such as using SQL databases and Power BI and things like that, from looking at ERP systems, which are going to be used in many different factories. And I think it'll be useful for, this sort of stuff used to be just contained within the IT department, but actually any engineers that are able to use these digital systems will have a much further input into the industry and will be able to progress more having those skills. So I think it would be important things to learn.
Do you use much digital tech in your job? And if so, where, what kind of things do you use it with, such as CAD, AI?
Yeah, so it's kind of partly answered in the last question again. We do look at sort of SQL and SharePoint and things like that. We do also use CAD technology, so we use Autodesk Inventor, but a lot of the companies that we work with would use sort of either Creo or SolidWorks. So any experience in those would be useful. We also look at sort of more advanced use of Excel and as well as your Power BI, your ERP systems, as mentioned previously.
What is the one piece of advice you'd give to students looking to go into manufacturing?
I think it's do a placement. Do a placement in the industry that you're interested in whilst you're at uni, or if you're not do going down that route rather than doing an apprenticeship, because coming in from uni being very green, never seeing the environment, is much more challenging. So it would give you a bit of a leg up in that sense.
Okay, many thanks.
Thanks.